A peaceful rural village rests beneath golden sunlight. Children play near a river, farmers work their lands. A man named Jack, a simple farmer, a husband, and a father, lives quietly with his family. His wife Janet, his son John, his daughter Rose, and his grandmother Elizabeth. They all sit at a wooden table for dinner. Laughter fills the air. Rose, Daddy, when will you take us to the river again? Jack, tomorrow, if you promise not to splash your mother this time. Janet, you say that every week. Jack, they laugh together. Warmth and peace surround them. Jack walks through his farmland, touching the soil. His land stretches wide and fertile, filled with life, unaware of the gold and copper buried deep beneath it. On the highway, a black SUV stops. Barron, a drug lord disguised as a businessman, steps out with his armed men. He looks toward the distant village. Barron, that land, that's where the veins run. I want it, no delays. Later, in the village council office, Barron meets Jack. Barron, Mr. Jack, I'll buy your land for 5 times its worth. You'll never need to farm again. Jack, I appreciate your offer, sir, but my father farmed that land, and his father before him. It's not for sale, Barron, you'll regret that. Jack, maybe, but peace is worth more than gold. Barron's smile fades. Weeks later, deep in the night, darkness descends. Dogs bark in the distance as armed men approach Jack's home. Gunnar, Barron's right-hand man, leads them. The family sleeps. Suddenly, windows shatter. Gunfire tears through the walls. Jack jumps from bed. Janet, Jack. What's happening? Jack, get the children. Hide behind the kitchen. The attackers burst in. Elizabeth is struck first. She falls lifeless. Jack, no, mother. He fights with desperation, disarming one, stabbing another, but he's shot in the shoulder and leg. Janet, Jack, take the children and run. Gunfire erupts again. Janet and the children fall. Silence. Jack, bleeding and broken, crawls through the window into the forest. Rain pours as he collapses beneath a tree. Jack. Why them? He loses consciousness. At dawn, an old monk and his granddaughter Agnes find him in the forest. Agnes, grandfather, he's barely breathing. Monk, he still has a reason to live. Bring him quickly. They carry him to their hut deep in the woods. Days pass, weeks. Agnes cleans his wounds. The monk prays over him. Jack screams echo as he learns to move again. Slowly, life returns. Months later, under the moonlight, Jack trains with the monk. Monk, your anger is your enemy. Until you master it, revenge will master you. Jack, I won't forget them. Master, not one face. Monk, then train. So that when the storm comes, you are the lightning. Seasons pass. Jack's body hardens. His movements become swift, precise, deadly. He trains with the staff, the sword, the bow. He learns to breathe with calm and strike with fury. He becomes a warrior, no longer the farmer Jack, but the man reborn as Mac. One night, the monk coughs violently. Agnes, grandfather, monk, my time has come. Jack, take care of her ... and let her take care of you. Days later, under the forest canopy, Mac and Agnes are married in a simple ceremony. The old monk smiles faintly before his final rest. Mac and Agnes bury him under a tall tree and mourn him in silence. 6 months later, they leave the forest and move to the city. Hand in hand, together, they begin a new life. But the past still breathes in the shadows, fade out. As Mac and Agnes settle in the city, their home is small but peaceful. Mac works quietly as a mechanic, keeping his past hidden. Agnes runs a small grocery shop nearby. They live humbly and love each other deeply. One evening, they sit in a cafe, laughing softly over dinner. Agnes, you look happier these days. Mac, because I finally have something to live for again. Agnes, and what's that? Mac, you. Across the cafe, a man enters, tall, rugged, wearing dark glasses. It is Gunnar, Barron's right-hand man. He walks to the counter to order coffee. As he turns, his eyes fall on Mac. His face freezes. He quickly hides behind a wall, peeking again to be sure. Gunnar, whispering to himself it can't be. He's supposed to be dead. He pulls out his phone and calls Barron. Barron. What is it? Gunner. Gunner. Boss, he's alive. The farmer, the one from the village. I just saw him here in the city with a woman. Barron, are you sure? Gunner, I'd recognize that face anywhere. Barron, don't make a move. Watch him. Find where he lives. Don't let him see you. Gunner follows them quietly as they leave the cafe. Mac and Agnes walk hand in hand through the streetlights, unaware they're being watched. When they reach home, Gunner hides in a corner and notes down the address before slipping away into the night. The next morning, Barron gathers his men in his mansion. Barron, he's alive, gentlemen. The one we missed, that means unfinished business. This time, no mistakes. Gunner, he lives with a woman. We strike tonight. Barron, burn everything. I want nothing left. That evening, Mac and Agnes sit together by the window. Mac feels uneasy. Agnes, what's wrong? Mac, nothing. Just ... something in the air feels strange. He walks outside to the yard. The wind carries faint sounds, engines, distant footsteps. He squints toward the street and sees the glint of weapons. Mac, Agnes, go downstairs now. Hide in the basement. Don't come out until I call you. Agnes, Mac, please, do it now. Agnes runs downstairs, trembling. Mac rushes inside, locking the doors. He moves swiftly around the house, setting traps, broken glass beneath windows, gasoline lines across the backyard, sharpened tools along the walls. He stands ready, silent as the night grows heavy. Moments later, the compound gate bursts open. Barron's men storm in with guns and machetes. The first to trip over a wire and are impaled by hidden spikes. Another explosion flares as gasoline ignites. Flames swallow the front yard. The rest rush in shouting. Mac moves through the smoke like a shadow, taking them down one by one. His movements are precise, brutal, and silent. He fights barehanded, turning every weapon against them. One swing, one strike, one kill. Gunfire echoes. The ground is littered with bodies. Gunner enters the main hall with 2 men. Gunner, you think you can hide forever? Come out, coward. Mac drops from the ceiling, landing behind them. In a flash, he breaks one's neck, kicks the other through a wall, and faces Gunner. Gunner, I should have finished you that night. Mac, you had your chance, now it's mine. They clash of fists, blades, broken furniture. Gunner is strong, but Mac is faster. The fight crashes through walls and furniture until Mac pins him against the staircase. Mac, who sent you? Gunner, you already know. He's waiting for you. Mac, then I'll come for him. Mac strikes a final blow. Gunner falls lifeless. Only one man remains, wounded and terrified. Mac lets him crawl toward the door. Mac, go. Tell your master I'm coming. The man runs into the night. Mac wipes the blood from his face. Breathing hard, he runs to the basement and opens the door. Agnes, Mac, it's over for now. We have to leave before more come. They pack quickly and drive away in an old truck. As they vanish into the distance, smoke rises from the burning house behind them. The surviving thug reaches Barron's mansion, breathless and shaking. THUG, he killed them all ... everyone ... Gunner's gone. Barron, furious, impossible. You're telling me one man destroyed my army. THUG, he's not a man anymore, he's a ghost. Barron slams his fist on the table. Barron, then I'll hunt that ghost myself. Prepare the convoy, no one escapes me twice. Meanwhile, Mac drives through the dark highway. Agnes leans on his shoulder, silently crying, Agnes, will this ever end? Mac, it will, when I end it myself. He looks out into the night, his eyes are cold and determined. The next morning, they arrive at an abandoned quarry outside the city. Mac inspects the place, thinking, Agnes, what are you doing here? Mac, waiting for them. They'll come. Agnes, Mac, please, let's run away, far from here. Mac, I've run enough. If I don't finish this, they'll never stop coming. He hugs her gently. Mac, I promised I'd protect you. That's what I'm doing. He loads his weapons, knives, chains, a bow. His body is scarred, but ready. Agnes, please be careful. Mac, I always am. As the sun sets, distant engines echo once again. Dust rises on the horizon. Barron and his men are coming. Mac tightens his gloves, breathes deeply, and prepares for the final storm. As the night falls over the quarry, the moonlight spills across the rocks, glimmering like cold steel. Mac crouches on a ledge, watching as Barron's convoy of trucks approaches. Dozens of armed men step out, their footsteps echoing in the still night. Barron steps down from his car, his suit glistening under the headlights. His face is calm, confident, and cruel. "Barron, spread out. He's here somewhere. Find him. I want his head brought to me." The men scatter into the shadows, searching through the quarry. Mac moves silently from rock to rock, watching them spread to thin. He whispers to himself, "Mac, you came to my home once. Now I'll welcome you to yours." He pulls a rope, and an explosion erupts from a pile of fuel drums. Flames rise high. Men scream as fire consumes the first truck. Gunfire starts in every direction. Chaos takes hold. Mac dives into the fight like a storm. He moves with the precision of a master, strikes swift as lightning, kicks sharp as blades. He disarms one man, breaks another's arm, and throws a third into the flames. More men rush him. He rolls aside, throws a knife, hits one in the chest, grabs a chain from the ground, and swings it wide, knocking to down. A hail of bullets cuts through the air. Mac disappears behind a rock, returns fire with deadly aim. The quarry becomes a war zone. From a distance, Barron watches, face tightening in disbelief. "Barron, that's not a man. That's a demon." Mac's eyes lock on him. Slowly, he begins walking toward Barron through smoke and fire. Barron orders his last bodyguards forward. They charge, but Mac is unstoppable. One after another, they fall. He moves like water, every motion controlled, deliberate, lethal. Finally, only Barron remains, standing beside his car with a pistol in hand. "Barron, you should have taken my offer. Farmer, you could have been rich." "Mac, I was rich. I had a family. You took them from me." "Barron, that's the price of power. The weak are meant to be used." Mac's eyes darken. "Mac, then tonight, power dies with you." Barron fires. Mac dodges, closes in, grabs Barron's arm, and twists it until the gun falls. He lands a heavy blow to Barron's chest. They fight fists, rage, and vengeance clashing under the moon. Barron pulls a knife, slashing wildly, but Mac catches his wrist and forces the blade into Barron's own chest. Barron gasps, eyes wide in disbelief. "Barron, you think this changes anything?" "Mac, it changes everything." Barron collapses. Silence fills the quarry as the flames die down. Mac stands over the body, breathing hard, covered in blood and dust. In the distance, sirens wail. Police cars surround the area. Flashing lights paint the rocks red and blue. Officers rush in and find the scene: the dead men, the weapons, the fallen drug lord. Mac doesn't resist as they handcuff him. He looks toward the horizon, calm at last. Agnes' voice fading in. "Mac ... please come home ... He closes his eyes. Days later, the courtroom is filled with noise. Mac stands before the judge, accused of multiple murders. Barron's influence is still visible, government men whispering in corners, trying to twist the truth. But Agnes appears, holding a folder of documents. She steps forward with trembling hands. "Agnes, Your Honor, this is the evidence my husband kept hidden. Proof that Barron and his men ran illegal mines, drug routes, and human trafficking across the country. This ... this is the truth." The judge reviews the documents. Murmurs ripple through the court. The media cameras flash. One by one, officials begin to sweat. The truth spreads fast. A few weeks later, the court reopens Mac's case. Every crime Barron committed is exposed. The killings, the corruption, the government ties. The judge looks down at Mac. "Judge, after reviewing the new evidence and considering your actions as self-defense and retaliation against a criminal syndicate, this court finds you not guilty. You are hereby discharged and acquitted." Mac takes a deep breath as the gavel strikes. The sound echoes like a final heartbeat. Guards remove his chains. He walks out of the prison gates into the sunlight. Dozens of prisoners line the walkway, cheering and chanting his name. Prisoners, Mac, Mac, Mac. Outside, Agnes waits beside the car. When he sees her, he stops for a moment, tears rising in his eyes. She runs to him, and they embrace tightly, both crying. Agnes, it's over. Mac, it will never bring them back. But at least ... they can rest now. Agnes, and so can you. They drive home quietly, hand in hand. For the first time in years, peace fills the air around him. Days later, Mac returns to his village. What once was his simple home is now a massive estate built by Barron. He walks through the gates slowly, looking around. Villagers gather, whispering in awe as he passes. He stands before the grand house and speaks softly to himself. Mac, you built your empire on my blood. Now it belongs to the innocent again. He reclaims the land, the gold, the copper mines, everything that was stolen. But he does not build armies or chase power. Instead, he rebuilds the village, giving homes to the poor, helping farmers grow again. Over time, the world comes to know his name, Mac, the man who lost everything and rose again, the man who turned pain into justice. Years later, Mac and Agnes sit together beneath the same tree where his old home once stood. The sun sets behind the hills, painting the sky gold. Agnes, you finally found peace. Mac, peace was never lost. It was waiting ... here all along. They hold hands as the wind rustles the trees. If you enjoy our video, please always like our videos, share for others to benefit from the stories, and join in the conversation. Always comment and share your thoughts with us. We promise to always reply with love. Also turn on the notification button by pressing the tiny bell by your upper right side. Follow us and subscribe to our channels to always be among the first persons to be notified whenever we drop a new video. Subscribe to our channel now, please. Thanks for your support. We love you all. The end.